Hi everybody, this is an introduction to the plant lab. So background, we've done several experiments. In this lab we will be assessing how you do the following. Construct a scientific hypothesis. You're going to do that right here. Identify the control group and the experimental group. You will learn about that down here. Identify independent, dependent, and control variables. You will do that down here. And analyzing your data, and that will happen in the conclusion. You will look over this entire plant lab, understand what's happening, and when you understand it, you're going to write a purpose right over here. You're going to, after you understand the experiment, create a hypothesis. What do you think will happen? Materials: 4 spider plants, soil, compost, vermiculite and sand, water, a beaker, a graduated cylinder, tape, markers, and 4 pots. We've labeled the small pots pot A, B, C, and D. We put ideal soil in A, compost in B, vermiculite in C, sand in D, a spider plant in each pot, and we've been watering them 100 milliliters of water every day. We put all 4 spider plants in the same location. That is our experimental setup. So you're going to figure out what the control group is and the experimental group. And right here, after this colon, you're going to tell us which pot is the control group and which pots, because there's more than one, are the experimental groups. And if you don't know, you're going to click on this link. It will open up a new tab and you will read this, look it over, okay? And you will figure out which group is the control group and which is the experimental group. Once you figured that out, you're going to look at the variables. There are 3 different types of variables that you will learn about. You will click on this link, and it will open up a new tab, and you will look at what are variables. We've given you 2 examples. You will apply what you know about variables to the plant lab, and you will tell us right here what the independent variable is, what the dependent variable is, and what 4 control variables are. Look at the setup or the procedure. If this is empty for you, look at the procedure and tell us what kind of soil is in A, B, C, and D, and what kind of liquid the plants are being watered with. Height of the plants, A, B, C, and D. You should take at least 4 days of data before you do the conclusion. So if you've only taken 1 day of data, you need to take 3 more days of data before you can finish your conclusion. You're going to put the date here. In plant A has 4 little spider plants, and you're going to average them. Plant B has 4 little leaves. Also with C and D, there are 4 leaves in each, or 5. You're going to average them. If you don't know how to average, you're going to ask someone for some help. So the number that's going here is going to be an average of all 4 of those leaves. When you're done and you've done at least 4 days of data, you're going to look at your data, you're going to compare it to your hypothesis up here, and you're going to start the conclusion. Was your hypothesis supported or refuted? Use your data to explain how it was supported or refuted, and then a couple other questions. For some of you, you only have to do 1 of these questions. Others, we're requiring that you do all 5 questions. One thing to look out for when you're looking at your data, normally data would have to be graphed. So you're going to have to look at this data really carefully and not just look at the last day and say, oh, you know, plant whatever grew the best, and so this must be in the best type of soil. You need to look at where it started, where it finished, and how much it grew. So this one might have grown 1 centimeter, this one might have grown 2, this one might have grown 3, and this one might have grown 1, in which case this one would have grown the best. But it might not have started or ended the tallest, it just grew the best. So you want to look at the change in how much these plants changed over time. And that's how you're going to determine if your hypothesis is supported or refuted. Okay, ask us questions if you have them. Bye.